There we go. Hey friends, hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, if you're new to my channel, you'll see here the theme of my channel is to help remove obstacles getting outdoors. That could be time, ideas, or maybe equipment. Today I am with my good friend, well, my mentor, Jeremy.
Maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but happy to contribute.
Jeremy is also known as Mad Scientist Barbecue. I watched his videos to learn all about fire management to get good, clean smokes. So for all you outdoorsmen that want to do good smoke, watch Jeremy's channel. He'll tell you all about it. So Jeremy, where are we at today?
We're at Canyon Joe's here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we are taking over the restaurant for one day. Essentially what we wanted to do is have some backyard barbecue nerds come and get to make food and serve it to other people, because that's really what, I don't know, is the most satisfying, is when you make something and it's really good and people appreciate it. And it gives us a chance to meet people who watch the channel and just to live out barbecue dreams, because I get to cook barbecue for a living. I've had way worse jobs, and so I'm just grateful to be here and happy to meet great people.
100%. Jeremy, thank you so much.
Oh, for sure, man.
All right, I'm going to go try some of this good eats, so y'all stay tuned. Well, that turned out to be some seriously good eats here. By the time I got inside, unfortunately, Jeremy's bacon ribs were all gone, but I did manage to get my hands on a rack of ribs and a bit of brisket with a side of mac and cheese and some good baked beans. Took that back home. You can see that here. My wife and my children enjoyed that with me. Seriously good times, great visiting with Jeremy. Hey, if you guys have not, please visit him out at Mad Scientist Barbecue. He's great at teaching us fire management and also how to cook your meat properly. It's like there is a technique to it, which really resonates with me because I'm all about good eats, and you'll notice I want to take good food out on the trail, which is what we're going to try to do today. Today I'm out in Kearney, Nebraska. I'm on Betty's Trail next to this little river here, and I thought today I would cook up some barbecue chicken. Now, I don't have my normal equipment that I use in my backyard for a barbecue. No, I'm using my backpacking equipment. So today we're going to be using my Firebox stove and also a bushpot from Pathfinder, these Self-Reliance Outdoors folks. I want to show you how you take these two instruments to make yourself a nice bushcraft barbecue. So let's get at it. All right, let me show you how we're going to make this work. We start with our Firebox stove, my absolute favorite backpacking stove, okay? All right, the reason why I like it, starts out nice and small, but it gets mighty big and powerful. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out. Now, next thing is we gotta get this ash pan off. To do that, we just pull our little skewers or these rods off. Then it opens up like a book or like a piano. Ash pan comes off. This opens up nice and big. We've got a nice base down here. Let's go ahead and put this down on the ground. All right, so how am I going to make this into a smoker? Well, it's pretty simple. The difference between grilling and smoking is grilling is you have your meat right over your fire, right? Smoking, we're going to put the fire off to the side, or in this case, underneath a container of water. So what I have here is an old container that held some 177 pellets for an air rifle. Now I use it to make and store char, so we're going to take that out, and I'm going to put this inside of our Firebox stove. So we're going to take a skewer here, feed it across our Firebox stove, take another one here, create a platform so we can put our container where we have water. So we're going to have fire down here, water here, place our rack on top. Then we put our bush pot on top for the lid of our smoker. So we're getting close. I still want a flame to come up, but I want to go ahead and start getting my water bath ready. So let's put our container here. Add a bit of water to it. Let's go ahead and add our grate. All right, it's time to go ahead and add our meat. Today we're going to be making barbecue chicken, so I just simply got a chicken thigh that I seasoned up with some seasoning from Meat Church. So let's add that to the smoker. All right, so you can see our water is boiling, so I'll have to keep tabs on that. okay, I thought we could visit for a minute or two while I continue to feed the fire here while we smoke up our chicken here. All right. By the way, this wood, I just took this from my barbecue pile where I've got a mix of hickory and oak and apple and cherry wood. I just went ahead and used my camp axe to split it, and then I took my camp knife to baton it down to something that works here, the Firebox stove here. So as we all know, these are tumultuous times. Very heated environment out there. The other day, after the assassination of Charlie Kirk the other day, a few days later, my wife was asking me, she's like, what do we do? And she was scared. And being the head of the household, I knew it was up to me to put out a positive vibe, because ultimately in the end, I want to continue to be a man worthy of my wife's love. And that means trying to be inspirational, be out there. I don't have to be a millionaire, but I do have to be moving forward, trying to help out other people, and trying to make the world a better place. So, as I move the chicken around and and refill the water and stuff, I want to point out this bush pot, it's got some nice handles on it, which makes it easy to remove our lid and put it back in place. Now, I'm not going to go very deep today. I just want to put out a video encouraging people not only to get outdoors and showing people how to cook, because there's a million people that do that. I know there's a thought out there that it is too dangerous to speak your opinion. Just keep in mind there's always a time and a place to speak our opinion. Remember, we have an inside voice and an outside voice. And we might want to ask ourselves, when I say something, is that actually helping a conversation? Or is it more about me feeling better? You know, so if you're constantly trying to feel better or trying to get one over on somebody, that might be pause to think about holding your tongue. Now, remember, we have 2 ears, 1 mouth, okay? But there's nothing wrong with getting out there and trying to be positive and trying to help others and encourage them to get out and live life. All right, I think that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and go back to tending our chicken here. All right, so you can see what I'm trying to do is try to keep the wood mostly on this side of the grill and try to have my chicken over here. Try to get away from the flames as much as possible. Now, I just fed it with some new wood, so obviously we got a lot of flame, so I'm going to have to play around with my chicken here real quick. Let's put a lid back on it. The more I play with this, I'm getting happier and happier. By crossing these sticks here, these splits, I'm able to isolate, keep the fire over here, have the chicken over on this side, and do kind of what's hot smoking. That's where you have the meat and the fire in the same box, but it's not direct grilling. All right, so we're at 154. I've got another 20 or so degrees to go. So we're temping 160 here. I had 170 on the other side. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sauce this thing up. And we just happen to have some barbecue sauce from Wendy's, so let's add that to it. Looks pretty good to me. All right, moment of truth here. Looks done. It's done. All right. Very good. It's great grilled chicken. Competition level? No. As good as my backyard? No, but it's still really good. It was a fun little experiment. That was what we call hot smoking. Normally I do an offset smoker where I have one chamber with a fire and it feeds over into another chamber, but this, I try to make this more like the bullets where you got the fire, water, and then you got your heat, kind of indirect heat. It was running kind of high. Got good smoky flavor. I do have to say the filming it was a bit of a challenge. Do I have to say, if I weren't filming it, it probably would have turned out a little bit better, but that's part of the game here. If I want to share something, I got to slow down and record while I'm doing this. That or hire a cameraman. All right, this brings us to the end of another video. I hope this gives you some kind of ideas on how to get outdoors and trying to have fun here. I've said it for a long time. Barbecue pit masters are masters at running fire. If you're an outdoorsman, I would highly encourage you to watch some pit masters like Mad Scientist Barbecue. They'll tell you how to control your heat and also get good flavorful smoke, okay? And you can do it on big rigs or something as small as your Firebox stove. All right, you guys take care. Have a blessed week. Take care now.